What's up, Brandon Smitley here, BrandonSmitley.com. We're doing a training log video with commentary, week 2, day 3, my volume training, chest and shoulder work from Wednesday. Pretty high volume training session, really fun though. Rounding out this little mini phase of training. I've only got one more day left, some back work now after this. Some incline dumbbell benching, 4 sets of 15. On the last set of 15, I did a drop set for 2 sets, so I think these are around 75s or 80s. I can't remember what dumbbell they were exactly, and then dropped down to like 50s or 55s, and then made a last jump, drop down to like around 35, I think. But the idea was just to get a lot of pressing in. Again, a little bit more of a pre-fatigue movement before the rest of the session. Get the pecs and triceps and delts pretty fried before I go into anything else. I actually did that further, which I'll explain here in a bit. But overall, this felt really good. I think I may try to start working in a little more drop sets, some different things during my off-season work to not only get in a little bit better shape, but just to increase my work capacity and let me train harder, so whenever I do another meet, I'll end up being in a little bit better shape as well. Then stuck with the same incline, went with some chain flies, basically hooked the grenades up to some easy loaders, and kind of went to town for 3 sets of 20. It looks a little awkward, but it's actually a very tough movement. I actually really like these. It challenged the stability component of my shoulder, but the contraction at the top for the pecs was incredible. So my shoulders are staying healthy, considering the load at the bottom is next to nothing, but also a different kind of stimulus. And that I could definitely tell that got me a little sore, as my upper pecs were a little tight the next couple days. I then did some benching with the buffalo bar. I went with 195 for 10, 215 for 8, 235 for 6, and then threw the reverse band on for this last set, and then went 235 for 9. So you could kind of say that the reverse band was a drop set, but not entirely. I was just trying to work up to a moderate set of 6, and then throw the bands on while I was pretty much fatigued, and then rep out pretty much. Followed that up with 2 sets of deficit push-ups on these kettlebells to pretty much near failure. At this point, chest was just fried. I think I got like 16 and 12. So that at least worked with training aspect. Then rolled around to lateral raises, 4 sets of 20, and then a drop set on the last set, which is what you're seeing here is the final set. Again, more kind of pre-fatigue stuff for the shoulders. Lateral raises are something I don't get a ton of, at least from a powerlifting standpoint, and they do help my overall shoulder development. So this way I end up getting in almost 100 lateral raises in less than probably 4 minutes or so. So a really good way to get the volume in on my shoulders, which is something they definitely need a little bit more of from a powerlifting perspective. Then just did some band rear delt flies, 4 sets of 15, really working on good contractions, and on the last set, finished it up with some partials, which is what I did here. So you'll see me step forward and then kind of just bang out some partials, and really not even keep track of how many I did. The idea was just to increase the time under tension for that duration of time. Then rounded out the shoulder training session with some Klokov presses with the buffalo bar behind my neck. People talk about how dangerous this is, but really, as fried as my chest and shoulders and triceps already were, to end the session like this, I'm ending up with 75 pounds for a set of 10. If I come in fresh, yeah, I could probably end up doing close to a plate. So the idea with the pre-fatigue came in, so that's all I've got. Thanks for checking in. As always, keep on stuff over on Elitefts.com.